So I want to cover this story because my channel is about the underdog and employees, you know, fighting for their rights. And this news story is going to cover a restaurant that closed all of a sudden, and without telling their employees, they closed last minute. And also, they didn't pay their employees. Now, before I play this, I want to tell you that I've seen this happen locally. This is also locally. This is in the Houston area, but in Galveston, where I live, um, I worked at a restaurant, and this is a couple of years ago, and we got told that we were going out of business the same day. We showed up to work, and the boss is like, "Hey, this is our last day. We're going out of business." And luckily for me, I had multiple jobs, so I was only working there part time, so it wasn't too big of an issue. But for others that was their only job, it kind of hurts because when you get let go like that, you don't have time to waste. If you get told ahead of time, you could be out looking for a job. So you almost prepared. But no, when businesses go out of business, they don't let you know. They just, hey, if you're lucky, like I was, I got told same day. There was another restaurant here in Galveston called the Olympia Grill. They did their employees wrong. Employees showed up to work, and there was a sign saying that we're out of business. And again, there was no notice, nothing. You showed up to work. Not only did you not get told that the company was going out of business, you still had employees who showed up. Wasting their time. So it's just not something new. So let me play this clip. So just so you are aware, wherever you're working at, don't expect the company to let you know when they're going out of business. And they do this for a couple reasons. One reason is that they want to work you till and make as much money as they can before they close doors, and they fear if they tell you that they're going out of business that you're gonna leave, and if you leave, then they're kind of screwed. So they'd rather screw you over than get screwed themselves. And also, I guess to help with so people don't steal or retaliate or anything. So it for them is we're just gonna do it in quiet and not let anybody know.
These are outrage after they say a local restaurant isn't paying them their hard-earned money. Several employees reached out to KPRC2 after they say their restaurant 7, located in Upper Kirby, abruptly closed this weekend. Now, some of the bartenders, servers, and hosts say that they have not been paid since August. KPRC2 reporter Corley Peel joining us now live outside the restaurant in Upper Kirby with how she is getting some answers. Corley?
Daniela, once those employees reached out to us, we came up here to get answers, and now the owners are saying that those employees will be paid this week, but the employees are saying they'll believe it when they see it.
We're just trying to get our money that we worked for.
Standing outside 7's doors, employees are demanding checks they say they never received after the business abruptly shut down.
I like how this guy's talking with his hands. Yeah, what a gem to work for.
Last week with only a day's notice. So how many checks are you missing?
We're missing 4 weeks of pay. They were writing us checks, but the checks were bounced back. So we have to come on Monday to get our cash because we can't deposit those checks.
Something happened. Similar thing happened where I was working at the restaurant. They were paying us, but some of the people's paycheck, their checks were bouncing. Because they didn't have the money to cover it.
Just the fact that they knew they were shutting down and they didn't tell us ahead, that's just not good.
Well, I'm a single mother. I have a daughter. This is not what I signed up for. I need my money.
The man outside the door wouldn't let them in, so we walked inside looking for the owners.
Why haven't these employees been paid?
They did not haven't been paid for 2 weeks. Their paycheck is due today, and that's where they're getting paid.
They said it's been 4 weeks.
No, that's not correct. That's not true. That's a lie.
Then why have some of them had their checks bounced back?
2 weeks ago, before we start closing, we took care of all those checks. There's nobody have a return check right now.
Why were they bouncing back though?
The business was slow, and that's why we're in the closing. The reason we're not doing good is because of our employee anyway.
You're blaming the employees for the struggling
There's
business.
250 people here, sitting here. Shouldn't I do the right number?
Put yourself in their shoes.
Yes.
He's blaming his employees. Typical narcissist. You know, you blame everybody for whatever issue you have. You don't blame yourself. It's my employee's fault that my business is struggling. You know what? Let's say that's true. If it's your employee's fault, then it's your fault for hiring those employees. Turn it back around, you know.
You were there.
You put yourself in my shoes. I lost over $1 million because of my employee. You put yourself in my shoes and tell me what you're gonna do.
Well, then you're a dumbass.
Y'all are lying about not being paid on time.
We can't even file for an appointment. We can't even file for an appointment because these checks. You said the checks were handwritten and they haven't even filed their taxes.
Now, if you are in a situation like
All right, yeah. All my employees are lying. A group of people are lying. Please, they just want to get their money and move on. Shady dude. But yeah, this isn't the first time I've seen something like this. Like I said, locally, I've experienced it somewhat in one company, and I've seen it also firsthand. So that's why I kind of want to cover this, because if you are working in the restaurant industry, just be aware if business is struggling, and right now in the United States, a lot of restaurants are struggling. I mean, I've talked about it on this channel, how like a local restaurant that I used to go to, it's always dead. Places I used to work at, they're always dead, and every year I see more and more restaurants and bars closing down. So I don't think it's just a local issue. I'm pretty sure this is nationwide. So if you are working in the restaurant / bar industry, just know that if it's going kind of slow, you might business might shut down, and you won't know until it's like too late. So always have something an ace up your sleeve. This is why I promote people the idea of doing side hustles and being independent financially, because they don't really care about you. You know, they care about themselves, and they're not gonna tell you ahead of time so you can look for another job. It's gonna be fast, and then it's pretty much over. So yeah, so keep that in mind. You know, keep looking. If business is slow, start looking for another job or start hustling on the side. All right, let me know your thoughts if you've been on the receiving end of something like this.